What's up, everybody? Kimberly Olson. It's like, what's my name? Kimberly Olson. Kimberly Olson with FitKim here. Had to think about where I was at. What do you guys think of the background? I think it's so cool. It's like an optical illusion. It looks like I'm in a room. Does anyone know anything about green screens or something? I kind of want to do that, like where you record and the background's green and then you can like put it on the video and choose a background. Wouldn't that be cool if I was like in the jungle? I think that'd be so cool. Anyways, welcome on. This is an unscheduled video. We're going to talk about coffee because I did this video back in, I think, January. And there was some misconceptions around the video. So I took it down and I was like, you know what? I'm going to put the video back up because I had this great training this week. Danielle Delgado, I just mentioned her in my other video. I am learning so much from her. She's an entrepreneur and she teaches, she's called the Millionaire Maker. So she works with like really high level entrepreneurs to help them become millionaires. She's a self-made millionaire. And I was watching her training and she was talking about this girl that she'd helped this girl like grow her business, her and her husband. Really, they'd made more money in months with her as their coach than they'd made their whole lives. They struck gold, right? And she gets this out of nowhere. This had happened the day that she did this training. The girl leaves her this message, or yeah, I think it was just like a message, and she was like talking about Danielle, and she was just, I don't know if I can even share this, so maybe I shouldn't go there. But anyways, long story short, she was talking about a situation where somebody had said some things about her that were not true. I'm sure she's okay with me sharing that. And it really got to me. I thought, you know what? The reason why I took this video down, which I'm going to do right now in January, is because somebody was saying some nasty things about me. And you know what? I'm going to say screw it. And I'm going to do the video anyway because I have something to say. And guess what? If that person doesn't like it, they don't have to watch my videos. Can I get an amen? I think Laura's on here and she's about as sassy as it gets. So Laura, stay with me because you got me, girlfriend. So we're going to talk about coffee. Now, as a disclaimer, if you work for a coffee company, there are smart coffees out there. I'm listening to Dave Asprey's book, Headstrong. It's such a good book. He's the creator of Bulletproof. Have you heard of Bulletproof Coffee? It's basically makes coffee alkaline. Freaking amen. I love you, Laura, so much. Oh, we have some stories, don't we? So freaking amen is right. So coffee is not bad. That is not what this is about, okay? Can I repeat? Coffee is not bad. If you work for a coffee company, go work your bad self and sell your coffee, okay? There is a lot of great coffee out there that is good for you, meaning it's alkaline. It's not bad for your body. What I want to tell you guys about is what coffee is, what it's doing to your body, but also ways to look at it versus wanting it and versus needing it, okay? So when you want coffee, it's typically because you are tired. So if you're in a situation where you wake up and you're just like, don't talk to me until I get my coffee, that's kind of the stigma around coffee, we have a problem, okay? What the problem is you're probably in a state of your adrenals are burned out and you are in chronic fatigue, a state of chronic fatigue, okay? So what this means is we have different hormones and there's hundreds of them. There's like 50 big players, like the ones you've heard of, like thyroid and cortisol and all these things. Well, the really big one, the adrenal glands are a really important hormone. Okay, so your adrenal glands are going to come into play when you're really exhausted. But let's say, have you ever had this happen before where you're in a dead sleep and your husband's like, wake up, like something happens and you jump up and you like run out of the bedroom, you're like, what? And you're like wide awake. That's your adrenal glands kicking you into high gear. Now, the tricky part is with the adrenal glands, they don't judge whether or not they have the ability to do it. So you have adrenal fatigue. They become burned out. So let me give you an example. If you typically in the day, you get tired in the afternoon, or even in the evening, you get tired, but you push through. Let me know, you know where, because I have to be careful. Oh, Jessica, I like your new profile picture. That looks great. Love it. Just let me know if you know what I'm talking about somewhere. Just state that if you've ever gone through this before, where it starts in college, right? Like I used to get 4 hours of sleep every night. I pushed through. But you're tired, but you push through. You're a mom. You can't take a mom nap in the afternoon. Your kids, there's so much to do. You can't go to bed at 9 o'clock at night like you want to, so you stay up. Then you get the second wind. Who's a victim of the second wind? Where suddenly you're like wired. It's like 11 o'clock at night and you can't go to sleep. and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get up in like 6 hours, but I'm like wide awake. I want to like clean the house or like binge watch Netflix or just like get your Cricut out and design things. I don't know. I'm just kind of manifesting that one because that's not like a real thing that would happen with me. But you're just like pushing, like out of nowhere, you're just like, woo! But you know you shouldn't, you should be sleeping, right? Or if you're tired and you can't take a nap. Okay. What happens is you are telling your body to use the energy that it doesn't have to push through. And when you do this over time, it tells your body to start getting these cycles to push you through. So it forces you to be awake when you're really not awake. It's fake adrenaline. It's pretend. It's not real. It's actually called adrenal fatigue. And you start to develop these cycles. A lot of times it's habitual. If you notice patterns in yourself, you tend to like kind of get this like second wind at a certain time of day. You've trained yourself to do that. So your body's like doing it out of survival. But over time, your adrenals become burnt out. So what happens is, and we'll get back to coffee in a second. This really is about adrenal fatigue. Your adrenals people, it's not your thyroid usually, it's your adrenals. So if you've ever gone to the doctor and they're like, your thyroid's fine, and you're like, but I'm exhausted, have somebody check your adrenals, okay? You can get a hair analysis done. They'll take like a little piece, search locally in your area, and they'll test it at the lab, and they can tell those things from your hair. I know it's crazy. But have somebody get you tested to see, but you might just know, okay? I took, for my master's class, I had to take a whole course on sleeping. It was crazy. It is a bank account. You cannot push all week and sleep in on Saturday and catch up for the whole freaking week of lack of sleep. You can't. It's a bank account. Hours in, hours out. So if you're sleeping, they've found now that the majority of people need 8 hours of sleep, 7-8 hours of sleep. It's like 5% of the population can go on 6 hours or less because it's like a thing that people think. No. You need the sleep, and you can't just catch up on the weekends. I wish you could, because Lord knows I'm taking those naps on the weekends, right? And so I used to have adrenal fatigue. It took me 6 months of going to bed at 9 o'clock, napping every single weekend. I was working a full-time job, so I had to get up and go to work and all that thing, but I went to bed at 9 o'clock every night. I took naps on the weekends, and it took 6 months to heal my adrenals. Like, it's a real thing. So what happens is all the hormones are related. So if you have adrenal fatigue, it's going to impact your thyroid, which is going to impact your weight, which is going to impact your cortisol and all the things, right? So a lot of times when people have adrenal fatigue, it actually is linked to weight gain. So going back to coffee. So when you aren't really awake and you're trying to use stimulants to wake you up that are not good for you per se, then you're putting yourself into a false state of energy. And so your body will push through to be awake when you really are not rested, okay? So coffee has its place. Like I said, those smart coffees out there are typically alkaline. So the companies that are selling coffee, I'm not gonna name any brands, but if you're in network marketing, direct sales, and you have coffee, your coffee is probably alkaline. Coffee inherently by itself is acidic, okay? So having a lot of coffee every day is not good for you because what it's doing is it could make your body acidic, or it could cause your food to be acidic. That's why like certain teachers like Tascarino and people like her, they'll say drink your coffee in an empty stomach when your stomach acids are already acidic, and then have your food and things like that, okay? So I supplement, so just put supplements in the comments if you want to know what I take. And I don't drink coffee. I really like the taste of it, so I do decaf sometimes. You'll see me drinking coffee. It's not like it's a bad thing. My husband drinks coffee. It's fine. This is not an anti-coffee talk. Again, because last time I did this video, people freaked out, and y'all just need to calm down, okay? Just gonna throw that out there for those people out there, because I know you'll be watching this. Coffee, it is not bad. But if you're finding yourself needing the coffee to kind of get your day going, you might want to look at your patterns of sleep, making sure you're getting enough sleep, making sure that you don't have adrenal fatigue, and also just really watching the coffee quality. So Bulletproof Coffee, his stuff is alkaline. He puts MCT, medium chain, MCT, I think, in it. Look him up, Bulletproof. He actually, I think it's in Whole Foods now too. His coffee is really good. All the other direct sales companies out there that have it, some of you have it as part of what you sell. Those coffees are typically alkaline, but just watch the quantities on it. See if you can get some supplements, nutritional supplements in your diet, so you're not needing the coffee, because those supplements will actually fill in your nutritional gaps and give you more energy naturally. So that's why I'm a big advocate of supplements. and I'm a brand influencer for a supplement company, full disclosure. So I hope that helps to understand that you want to look at, why do you need the coffee? Why? Is it just because you like it? Cool. Knock your bad self off. Out. And if you're needing more and more just to get through the day, then you might want to look at your adrenals and your sleep and all that kind of stuff. And if you do drink coffee, try to find one that is more on the alkaline side, okay? So I hope you enjoyed. If you guys are not in it, we have a group called Rockin' the Fab Life. Jump in that group or put group below and I'll let you know more about that. We have a clean living challenge starting March 20th. We'll be giving away some prizes. It'll be a 5-day challenge to pick one area in your household. It could be cleaning products, beauty products, makeup, whatever. You're gonna pick one area in your household to clean up. And we're gonna do that during the Clean Living Challenge. So it'll be a good way to spring clean our bodies or our body care products, our house, whatever, and to kick off into spring, into summer. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.